For me, building Africa, I feel like if you are like African innovator and you are having your own product, everything that you are doing, if I am a Namibian and I create a product and I sell it to international poor, that product will remain as Namibian. It's a Namibian product. Even if I'm in United Kingdom and I create a product, if I'm an African, I'm an African.
You're in the right place. Welcome to the Built in Africa podcast, where we connect trailblazers of the African diaspora through the unifying language of tech. On this episode, we connect with Ngazetungue Muheue, software developer and community outreach coordinator of Python Namibia. Let's get into it. In 2019, Ngazetungue was recognized by the Python Software Foundation with the Python Fellow Award for its contribution to the Python ecosystem around the world. But Ngazetungue's journey to becoming a software developer might shock you. Listen as he shares his journey into tech and how Python Namibia came about.
Since I'm a person who was raised in a remote area of Namibia, I had no opportunity to use like a computer, and I had no opportunity like to get to see how people build software, how do they create software. I was raised behind livestock, let me say that. Then after my high school, I moved in Sweden. Then I was kind of like completely paralyzed, where I was not moving. My arms was not working, my legs was not working. Then during my struggle, I was questioning myself how I'm going to help myself. What if I find myself that maybe my arms is not working? What applications that I'm going to use to help myself? Those are type of questions that I was asking myself. Then 2014, I joined the University of Namibia, or let me say I was admitted to the University of Namibia for computer science, a diploma in computer science. It was 2 years diploma. Then during my first year, I was introduced to Python. Let me say that. That's how the whole thing started. Then from there, we had our first conference, the Python conference. It was organized by the University of Namibia and the University of Cardiff here in Namibia. Then after this conference, or during this conference, we decided to come up with what we call Python Namibia Society. It's kind of like a society or the association that take care of Python activity within a country.
In 2019, Ngazetungue traveled to Ghana for Pycon Africa. Listen as he shares his experience and the value in connecting with developers from other African countries.
Thing is, like even last year when I went to Ghana, I got opportunity to meet people that I used to see on YouTube. That was something, I got opportunity to meet one of the author of one book called Daniel. He's one of the book that helped me to learn Python. And also one thing that I also like about traveling or going to other people's country, you get opportunity to learn other people's culture, and also you get opportunity to know how other developer work, how do their work relate to their community, how do they make things to meet their country context, because like the way we do things in Namibia is totally different from the way people do things in Ghana, Ethiopia, or Nigeria because of the community or their backgrounds. But it also helped me a lot. And now I have a lot of friends from other parts of the world that we talk every day, and also some of them, they helped me that at least if you want to people to grow the community, you must do this and this and this and this. I'm always getting advice from them because of connection, because of traveling. You might have an idea of how to develop something here in Namibia, but someone in Botswana, they don't know that. At least when you are traveling, you get opportunity to meet other people. You share your skill or your experience with other people. Those ones, they are going to take it to their community.
As a core member of Namibia's Python community, Ngazetungue shares how he sees the community evolving over the next 3 to 5 years and what impact he hopes to make.
Number one, as a country or as a community, we want to have a Python hub. It's kind of like a center where we are going to host our own staff, where we are going to have Python resources in one place. We want our people to use our hub or our center at least to learn Python throughout the whole week instead of coming only Saturday or only Friday. But if you have that, it will help us at least for people to upskill their knowledge all the time instead of only coming once a month or twice a month. And also we want to offer what we call like a certificate to maybe beginner. Maybe we are going to teach them. We want to register with the Namibia Qualification Authority so that we can be able to offer some certifications to our people who want to learn Python. The second things that I would love to do is that I want to make Python inclusive in Namibia. I want to bring more young people, more women to take part into our events. Another thing is that we want our Python to be introduced in all higher schools. That is one thing that I would love our country to our government to introduce, because since now we have more young people taking part in Python, creating projects, and that is something that I want to do in the next 5 years. The next thing is that we do have people who are not good in English. We need at least to translate the Python documentations, the code of conduct, and different Python tutorials into our own local language. That is one thing that I'm planning to have, and hopefully I'll be able to make maybe in my own local language, my home language. I can maybe do some few translations. I have already started, but we have to publish them. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm planning to have in the next 5 years.
Although Namibia is the least densely populated country in Africa, there's a small but vibrant tech community. Listen as Ngazetungue shares his thoughts on tech in Namibia and some of the unexpected benefits of the pandemic.
Our own government, there were those type of people who were like outsourcing developer from other country, but now you could see that they're always, before they do that, they're always coming to us, and maybe asking us who know Python, who know Java, and who know C#. You could see that now, at least now they could see that there is a potential in Namibian. That is one thing that I'm happy with. And also during COVID-19, sometimes we are saying that thank you, COVID-19, for doing this to us, because now we could see that our government, even now we are creating like a lot of things at least to help different schools, to help and different people, like now what I'm doing now, I'm creating kind of like e-learning platforms that is going to help schools to notify them for the if they have event, because now kids, they are no more attending face-to-face classes now, which means that at least now we get opportunity to show our skills to outside world or to our leaders. That is one thing that that I can say we are really proud of that. And also we can see that young people now, they are taking over, they are taking advantage of this. I remember even this year, was it in April? I went to my village. You know what? 2018, I went to that school. I was telling them, why can't you guys? Because the school does not have a website. Then I told them, I'm going to create for you guys a website just for free. You don't need to do it, because one thing that we had a problem with, kind of like they wanted to print something, and then they had no ink at the school. Then I was saying that if you have a website, we are going to create that form and put it on the website. Then parents can only download that document instead of you guys printing out paper. At least now you are saving for the school. But that one, if you have a document, the parents will only download it, then they can use their own money instead of the school trying printing out things for the parents. Then they were saying, what, no, we don't know some of these things, we don't have what. Now this year, they called me telling me that, Muheue, no, we need that things. We need this, we can't take it anymore. You have to create for us like a WhatsApp group so that learner can do this. You have to create a website so that we can put our document, because now we can't afford anymore. Parents, they are no more coming to school. They are afraid of corona. They are afraid of what. It's something. Now you could see that when these corona things changed, although it's affecting us, but as a developer for us, it's so cool. We are happy.
And that's it for this episode. If you haven't already, check out the full article on our website, builtinafrica.io, found in the description. And while you're there, subscribe to our newsletter so we may keep you up to date with the latest. But until then, keep building.